So the question becomes, why are we doing all of this remodeling work ourselves versus hiring out, getting our contractors in? The biggest thing is our material cost on this specific house is absolutely insane. We will probably have close to $45,000 in actual material. So we are trying to save some money on the labor side, most importantly. And I'm actually getting, I don't know, I'm enjoying the remodel process, doing the hard work, doing the laborious, monotonous work of painting, sanding, prep work. It comes with the territory. It is time consuming.
It takes time.
But I'm kind of getting some joy out of it. I'm liking it more and more. We might start doing more renovations on our own, similar to this, like spending a little bit more time on the job sites, documenting for you guys, decrease that labor bill. The content from it is, I don't know, kind of fun to do. And it comes with the territory of flip projects. Of course, that's not a fantastic way to scale by any stretch of the imagination. You are probably better off hiring everything out if you actually want to scale up, do dozens of remodels per year. But the occasional times that we're actually on the job sites doing the physical labor is very minimal in the grand scheme of things. Like, we're running on 3 appointments today for potential purchases. Hopefully we can lock them up. Maybe we'll drop some of that content in the next video that we put out. You're just gonna have to stay tuned, see where it goes, and see if we can keep this renovation streak alive. Right now, August has been our best month ever. We locked up, I think, a total of 12 contracts in August alone. So we are rolling with some steam. $1,000 in paint later, 30 gallons. We are ready to start painting this house. Quick tip for all of you, and you must do this just to keep it simple. If you're doing renovation projects, you do not want to overcomplicate it for your contractors. So what you do is you label every 5 gallon of paint. This is trim doors, and it keeps it very easy so stuff does not get screwed up. And then you go over to the actual wall and ceiling paint, and you do the same exact thing. Because otherwise what tends to happen is they start using the incorrect paint in the incorrect areas, and it becomes an absolute shit show, and they're trying to get a match, and they can't, for some reason, figure out what's going on. And then the other thing, because we had mold in the basement, as we've already previously discussed, or we've had mold in the house. This product right here, I'll zoom in on that a little bit. The wide spray foam sealant picked up at Lowe's. We are gonna spray all the sills, the sill boxes, down in the basement, encapsulate all those. We're not gonna have any rodent issues. We don't have to worry about the fiberglass bats in there. It should be a pretty turnkey product down there. It'll look, honestly, like any new construction that's going up right now. I don't know if we're gonna have time to work on the house today.
Maybe not.
But if we do not, we will be back here with the prep and paint of all the doors, casing, window casing, even though it's probably gonna need to be touched up after the windows are installed. And this place is going to start to transform with the wall paint going in, the doors being all painted. It's gonna look absolutely magical. And we're having a white on white-ish off-white color scheme, so white doors, white trim, off-white walls. It's gonna be bright. It's gonna be cozy. It's gonna be a little bit more modern than what it currently is. And it's gonna be pretty fucking sweet once it's all said and done. The main floor trim is done. We are in the paint studio out here. We have the doors set up. This is actually like, hey, quick tip for any of you guys who are looking at painting interior doors or whatever. Let's see if you can see this. So what we did is we just screwed in shims or paint sticks to the top of the doors, so then they would stand like this. I could get the edges, I could get basically anything and everything we needed. The one complaint that I have on these doors, and it's actually from the oil-based primer that we used. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys an example. There's quite a few lines, like lines from basically the sprayer, maybe not being turned up all the way, and it was like streaking on the edges and ends. We did all the door jambs today. It is currently 6 o'clock. on a Saturday, but we're making progress. The sunken living room looks really fucking sweet. Like I'm so stoked on this one, and we made a ton of progress. I did have to wipe off my face because it was covered in paint, but we did all the wainscoting on the bottom. We obviously painted all these cabinets. I have the doors out in the garage for them, but it turned out really, really well. And then we did the final coat on the ceiling here. I'm hoping it dries better than what it looks like right now. I guess you'll never know. And then we have a little, kind of looks like, you guys use your imagination. I was clearing the sprayer. Not sure, I don't know if I was trying to draw something or not, but the house is coming together. We are coming here tomorrow to start painting the walls and get the rest of the stuff. We painted all the crown molding in and the dining room, living room area, but we have not yet touched the upstairs because those all have like a really coarse coat on them. It doesn't look the greatest right now, so I'm gonna sand them down with some 120 grit or 220 grit sandpaper just to try to get it as smooth as possible. So then when we put on the finished product for paint, we should be good. But a lot of this stuff is like one coat coverage because we use that stain blocker primer and it looks really freaking sweet. Now we're in the office. I'm gonna set this up, see if you guys can see the contrast in colors. It looks pretty freaking sweet. This is gonna be my office. We're gonna shoot, like I said, some content, so to say.
What are you talking about?
No, this is gonna be really freaking cool, way bigger than the current one that I have, and it's nice that it's on the main floor. So this house is turning out very well. We had pretty much, I don't know, I got over here from like 10 to noon. I was just prepping everything, getting everything ready. And then from about 1 o'clock to right now, 6-ish, was painting, doing all the spraying, touch-ups, that sort of thing, just to make it look nice. And I'm extremely happy with how this is turning out. So we did actually, like when you're working over here, when you're working on the job sites, you need the toaster oven. This was a wedding gift. 6 years ago, was still in the box at my parents'. We never used it. So remember, just don't throw out those gifts because you never know when they're gonna come in handy. And another update for you guys, the trees back here, none of these have been cut yet at the time of this recording, but they did start clearing a path for their bobcat. They started a little bit of a burn pile. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see some deer back here. Realistically not, because my mom was just actually mowing the lawn for me over here. But this is starting to clear out. Eventually, I will show you the quarry behind the house. Maybe we can go fishing back there, capture some content together. But he is gonna be coming in here with a skid steer. They're basically just gonna start this huge burn pile here. Almost all of these things are dead. Like, look at all the dead brush around here. It's absolutely insane. There's a deer path. I don't see any deer. Probably doesn't help that I'm talking to the camera, but this is like a magical forest. Like, start tripping out, walk back here, fall in the quarry. It's all fenced in, but it is like 175 to 100 feet deep in this section behind our house. So that's kind of cool. But supposedly there's some massive fish in there. 12 to 18-inch bass, largemouth. So we might have to start casting lines, even though it's a little bit frowned upon by the DNR. We'll have to start casting some lines back there, see what we can catch. And then we are gonna have to scale a fence back there as well in order to even get to the quarry, but I guess it's like a 20-foot drop off. At some point, if you guys are subscribed to the channel, you'll see it, but that is where we will wrap this video. If you guys enjoyed it, you enjoyed the little bit of the behind the scenes for the home renovation, hit the like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.